and new wealth. We can be.
We must be the first generation
to end extreme poverty.
The generation
most determined
to fight injustice
and inequalities.
The generation that saves the planet from climate change.
And this is how it will get done.
The global goals.
A 15-year plan
For everyone, everywhere.
With no one left behind.
We will live in a world
where nobody
anywhere lives in extreme poverty.
Where no one
goes hungry.
Where no one wakes in the morning
asking if there will be food today.
We will live in a world where no child has to die
of diseases we know how to cure.
And where proper health care
is a lifelong right for us all.
We will live in a world where
everyone goes to school.
And education gives us the knowledge
and skills
for a fulfilling life.
We will live in a world where all girls and all women have equal opportunities
to thrive and be powerful and safe.
We cannot succeed if half the world is headed back.
We will live in a world
where all people can get clean water
and proper toilets
at home, at school, and at work.
We will live in a world where
there's sustainable energy for everyone.
Heat, light,
and power for the whole planet.
Without destroying the planet.
We'll live in a world where economies prosper.
And new wealth.
Lead to decent jobs
For everyone.
And we will live in a world where our industry,
our infrastructure, and our
best innovations
are not just used to make money, but to make all our lives better.
We will live in a world
where prejudices and extremes of inequality
are defeated
inside our countries
and between different countries.
Where people live in cities and communities
that are safe, progressive,
and support everyone who lives there.
Where we replace
what we consume.
Planet where we put back what we take out of the earth.
We live in a world that is decisively rolling back the threat of climate
change.
Where we restore and protect the life in our oceans and seas.
We'll restore
and protect life on land,
the forests,
animals, the earth itself.
With peace between and inside countries.
Where all governments are open
and answer to us for what they do at home and abroad.
And the justice rules.
With everyone equal before the law.
Where all countries and we their people
work together
in partnerships of all kinds
to make these goals a reality
for everyone, everywhere.
These are the United Nations global goals
for sustainable development.
Let's get to work.
Let's make it happen.
Hello, good day everyone, and my name is Yetunde Junai, and I am the Program Associate for AIIDEV Africa. I'm glad to be here today, and I'm also sure that every one of us is happy to be here. Yes, you're welcome, and this is the onboarding section for Teach4SDGs, and this is the opening ceremony where we'll be introducing you to a lot of things that will be happening in the program. You're welcome once again, and my name is Yetunde Junai. I have some other team members from AIIDEV Africa right here, and just for familiarization so that we can know ourselves better, I would like you all to also introduce yourself. You can put your name and where you're joining us from on the chat box as I read some if I'm able to, and so that we can know each other. You can put your name, the country, or the location you're joining us from. So seeing this program as a very interesting one because we will all be learning here today. Welcome once again, and let's ride on. Yes. Okay, to start the program today, I'm still expecting your introduction, please, because I want to meet a lot of people, I want to know you as you've known me. I've introduced myself. My name is Yetunde. I'm the Program Associate for AIIDEV Africa, and I want to know you more too. So please introduce yourself. So for the welcome address, I'll be inviting in Mr. Olufemi Abioye to give us a welcome address just in 5 minutes. Thank you so much, sir. Over to you, sir.
All right. Greetings, everybody. depending on your time zone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I believe we are all doing good in our respective location. We are privileged to have you on board this evening, morning, afternoon. It's awesome to have everybody that has registered for Teach4SDG and to have you join us in this welcoming ceremony, this onboarding ceremony. I believe you all have your respective aspiration, your desires, your goals, what you are expecting from this program. And definitely I'm here to assure you that all will be met, even beyond your expectations. All we just want from you is the appropriate cooperation, and you stick to every timeline and all that will be shared with you. So once again, on behalf of the entire AIIDEV Africa, we welcome every participant this evening to this wonderful program that has been life transforming and life engaging. It has laid a lot of development in our respective environment. A lot of development has come to place as a result of Teach4SDG across Africa. So if you are a teacher and you are interested in participating fully in the development of projects, in the development of initiative related to SDG in your respective school, you are in the right place. Once again, I welcome you. Stay tuned and enjoy the ride.
All right, thank you so much, sir. Thank you for the welcome address. Yes, you have a brief of what we should be expecting on this program. Thank you so much, sir. We are glad to have you here at the Teach4SDGs opening ceremony, sir. I'm still expecting some introduction because I want to believe that we are all joining from different countries, and this is where the networking starts from. And I think one of the reasons why we are in this program is to connect with each other from different people, from different background, from different zones and regions. And I want to know you. Yes, you've known me. I'm Yetunde from Nigeria. So in case you see me anywhere, so that you can recognize me. So I'm still expecting more introduction while we tell people our name and where we're joining us from. All right, thank you. So I'll be moving on with the program for today, which is the keynote address. We're having Madam Sarah Osei. I'm so sorry. I hope I pronounced that name well. So please don't sue me. Please. Okay. I'll be reading out our profile right now so that we can know that we have a resource person on board who is going to be giving us a keynote address. Madam Sarah Osei is a visionary leader in education and sustainable development across Africa. As the founding partner of ESDGB Foundation Africa, she has pioneered initiatives that focus on youth empowerment, sustainability, and innovative teacher training. In her role as West Africa lead for instinct education, Sarah has forged transformative partnership and designed high-impact program, advancing in the skill and leadership of over 50 teachers across the region. Her expertise and strategic approach have established her as a key figure in the education sector, recognized for turning ambitious ideas into practical, impactful solutions. Madam Sarah's influence also extends to her work with African Institute for Mathematical Science, where she has promoted STEM education to address Africa's most pressing challenges. Her recent leadership in organizing the 2024 Africa Regional Conference on Education and Skill Development, ACET, showcased her commitment to bringing together industries, government, and academia to address the continent's education and workforce needs. With an education background in international relations and development and marketing management, Madam Sarah combines academic rigor with strategic business insights, making her a trusted partner for investors focused on maximizing social impact. A track record of scaling innovative programs, fostering sustainability, change position her as externally for stakeholders dedicated to advancing education and sustainable development in Africa. So with your emoji, with your clap, with a lot of accolades, I want you to welcome Madam Sarah Hussein.
Thank you, Yetu. Thank you so much, Yetunde. And you got my name pretty well. I'm Sarah Hussein.
All right, thank you so much.
Yeah, it's a pleasure to be back at AIIDEV and contribute to this great mandate that you're carrying. I must confess that it's been a hectic day. I just drove into Park Square to join this meeting because I've promised myself to be there, and I'm happy I made it. I'm excited about this cohort and what they stand to achieve. And I thank the organizers for giving me the opportunity again to share with the cohorts 5 and 6. So by way of going straight to the business of the day to give a keynote speech, officially let me welcome you and say good evening to you all, esteemed organizers, distinguished guests, and most importantly, the inspiring cohort 5 and 6 participants of the Teach4SDGs program. It is truly an honor to be here today as your guest of honor, and I want to express my heartfelt appreciation to AIIDEV Africa for the initiative and the invitation given me. This moment is not just about an induction. It is a celebration of your dedication, your potential, and your commitment to shaping a better world through education. Education is one of the most powerful tools we have to drive sustainable change. As educators, we are not just imparting knowledge, we are shaping mindsets, inspiring change makers, and empowering the next generation to tackle some of the world's most pressing challenges. Sustainable Development Goal 4 calls for inclusive and equitable quality education for all. But achieving this requires more than just increasing access to schools. It is about ensuring that learning is relevant, transformative, and action-driven. And that is exactly what Teach4SDGs program is equipping you to do. At SDG Foundation Africa, where I am a founding partner, we are committed to the same vision. Through initiatives like we've launched a Kurasa EdTech platform. People from Kenya may be familiar with Kurasa. In Ghana, we call it the Kurasa T-Lab, Teaching, Learning, and Assessment Platform, where we leverage EdTech solutions to bridge learning gaps, enhance teacher training, and improve education quality in underserved communities. We have also spearheaded the Africa Regional Conference on Education and Skills Development. This is a platform that brings together educators, policymakers, innovators to drive solutions for youth employment, TVET, and digital learning transformation. Through these initiatives, we are witnessing firsthand how technology, innovation, and strategic partnerships can reshape education in Africa. And I have no doubt that your work will contribute to this movement in incredible ways. As recent graduates and future leaders, you have a unique opportunity to transform education in your communities. You are at the forefront of a movement that ensures sustainability, global citizenship, and real-world impacts as embedded in the learning experiences. Imagine the possibilities when a child learns not just about science, but also about climate actions. When a history lesson is not just about the past, but also about how justice and equality shape our future. And when entrepreneurship is not just about making profits, but about creating solutions for social good. This is the transformational power of education, and that is your project and work, and that is what your project and work will represent in the coming weeks and months we spend with AIIDEV. This year, 2025, presents a unique opportunity for educators worldwide as we commemorate the International Year of Quantum Science and Technology. Quantum science is not just about physics. It's about the future of computing, communication, health, and even sustainable development. It is revolutionizing industries, and educators have a critical role to play in raising awareness and sparking curiosity about its impact. I encourage you all to use this global campaign to integrate quantum concepts. Yes, you may not be deep into quantum, but there's things available into your teaching, making science more exciting and relevant. You can also leverage storytelling and outreach programs to educate the public, especially young learners, on how quantum technology can solve real-world problems. You can collaborate with other educators as you are in AIIDEV as a team, researchers, industry players, to create initiatives that can make education accessible to all. Quantum science is shaping the future of technology, medicine, and even sustainable energy, and we must ensure that Africa is not left behind. Let us seize this moment to position our students and communities at the forefront of scientific progress. We do not have the luxury of time. The world is changing so rapidly, and with it come complex challenges like climate change, inequalities, unemployment, digital transformation, and the many more that we know. As educators, your responsibility is greater than ever. Now we need to prepare learners we need to prepare learners not just for exams, but also for life. And we need to equip them with the critical thinking, problem solving, and leadership skills they need to drive sustainable change. That is why your role in this Teach4SDGs program is crucial. You are not just teachers, you are activists, you are innovators and catalysts for change. Therefore, I challenge each of you today to take the knowledge from this program and embed sustainability in your teaching, whether in the classroom, at the community level, or beyond. Build networks and partnerships that amplify your work and scale impact. Use opportunities like the IYQ 2025 to educate and inspire students about emerging scientific advancements that will shape their future. Above all, stay curious, be bold and resilient in the face of challenges. Because in the end, real change happens not in boardrooms, but in classrooms, not in policies, but in people. As AIIDEV Foundation Africa, we believe that education is the foundation for Africa's transformation. And I see in each of you as the leaders who will carry this vision forward. The world needs educators like you who are passionate, innovative, and driven to make a difference. Congratulations once again on your induction. And I look forward to seeing the incredible transformation you will lead in education and beyond. Thank you so much.
All right, thank you so much, Ma. And okay, with the I can't say little because everything you have spoken about has a lot to embed, and I'm so happy to meet you today because I'm also an educator and I love environment when I have an educator. I know everything that we'll be talking about has to be educating. So she has talked about inspiring change makers, making impact in our communities, and a lot of things. And I hope that we have all learned from this. And this is just to say congratulations to you once again, the participant for this program, because it's going to be a transformative one. Because whatever you have known before now is for you to learn more, be a better person, be an impact maker and a community changer. Thank you so much, Madam Sarah Osei, and we are glad to have you on this platform. Thank you so much. And I have written a lot of things here, so I don't know about that because I've learned a lot from her. So, and I hope you have all jotted one or two things from Keynote address. Thank you so much, Madam Sarah, and we are glad to have you. So, yes, we can release you at this moment. Thank you for joining. We are so grateful. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, and I wish you the best. And to the cohorts, we can't wait to hear your stories. All the best for the day. Enjoy the evening. Bye-bye.
All right. Bye, ma'am. Thank you. Okay, yes, as we have gotten a lot from Madam Sarah, yes, that is experience speaking. Let me just say that. Yes, she with profile that I've read before now, you can see that she has done a lot when it comes to education. And this is the kind of people we are trying to build, the kind of community we are trying to encourage at AIIDEV Africa. And yes, we want you to also do this in years to come and represent people in education. And that is why you're on this program right now. So right about now, we want to hear from those that have taken that have been on the program years back and hear from their experience. Let's hear from what they need to tell us about what was their experience about, so that we can have an idea of what the program is about. So I'll be introducing first Grace Kayakuyo. I'm so sorry if I'm not pronouncing that name very well. So I hope I'm right. So Grace Kayakuyo, please let's have your testimonial. Please share with us your experience. Thank you. Okay, while we wait for her to come online, can we have Dabo Zubuko?
Hello, can you hear me there?
Oh, yes, we can hear you right now.
Okay, thank you so much for inviting me. I am so glad to be here. Thank you very much, AIIDEV Africa. Thank you so much for having given me the opportunity, and also having been in the first cohort. Oh, sorry, I had not turned on my video. That's me. Thank you very much. Having been in the first cohort, I'm so privileged that I am an ambassador of Teach4SDGs Uganda, and that's where I am speaking from right now. So my testimony is to show the people who are joining in the other cohorts, like I think it is cohort number 7 right now.
Oh yeah,
that
yes.
I benefited a lot, and my students benefited. I teach all the way from year 5 and going all the way to year 12. And my students have benefited in a way that we have handled the Teach4SDGs, especially 1 and 4, where we are talking about eradicating poverty, and also students having good education. So like the way Sarah said, it's not about only the classroom, it's beyond the classroom. And in this way, SDGs, since we were trained, we are given knowledge about what to do with SDGs, my students have benefited a lot in a way that in the times when they are free, they try to make handcraft things with beads, with papers, and this has helped them to sell these things. They sell to us, the staff members, they sell to themselves, and in this way, they have been able to benefit a lot. They don't wait for their parents to give them pocket money. They can easily access some of the things they need at school. Like here in Uganda, usually Visitation Day is usually once like in the term. So you find that these students are sustaining themselves by helping their parents in buying the essential things like they need. The girls can be able to buy sanitary towels. They can buy things from the canteen, from the things that they have learned. I would like to share a bit of my screen for you to be able to see some of those things that we have learned and made. Is that possible, moderator?
Yes, you can, please.
Okay, so just give me a minute. I try to share my screen and to show you some of the things that we have learned. Some of the things are there. Are you able to see them properly?
Yes, I can. Yes,
so they have learned to make shoes. necklaces, like you can see those shoes and balls they can use to play at school without thinking of accessing these balls from the shops. So they make for themselves the shoes made in paper. So in their free time, instead of stepping down in their rooms, not to let their rooms dirty, so they enter their rooms with that. They have also made table mats. You can see the beaded table mats. This we have done by use of beads. So they have learned some of those things. I'm trying to look for another picture that I can show you. Just hold on a minute. I'm trying to navigate through to see another picture. Just a little more patience with me.
No problem.
There we go. They have made these are they pack them, they make them and pack them so that they're not dusty, so that whenever they are selling on visitation day to their parents, to ask the staff members, you buy a scarf when it is not you buy a scarf that is not dusty. So those are some of the scarves that they have made and packaged them. I can go on to show another picture of the things we have made. Here, myself as the teacher, they have made for me a necklace that I've been able to buy and access to make myself look nice and beautiful. You see the bracelet over there. So these are some of the things that we have taught our students through the program of Teach4SDGs, and we see that it's working in the community. The students are sustaining themselves at the same time learning, and they can as well eradicate poverty. So a child who can make bracelets and necklaces can be able to sell and get money, and there we are eradicating poverty, other than being there to wait on their parents to do all the things. Even on visitation days and when the other parents come to visit, we show them, we have an art from where we put them, and then they can be able to see and select whatever they want. So that is what I had to share. And I hope the new cohort that is coming in will really pick a leaf. And I'm so grateful to AIIDEV and Teach4SDGs UN, those programs that they have taught us, and also having given me the chance to be among the first cohort. So I'm so glad, and I can't turn back. So I keep my students every year that comes in, I encourage them to do the same. I teach them, I go back learning from the scratch, and they do that work. Also, we have not done only that handwork, but also to see that we have enough food for our families. We have gone ahead to work with them to see that they plant vegetables around the school. So we don't buy vegetables in the school. We are able to access them. I don't know if I can be able to share with you the video briefly of what we have learned.
That's enough, Mara. You've shared enough of evidence, and am I
so
allowed
grateful to do that?
Yeah, okay. I said you have shared enough of evidence, and I hope that others that are watching us right now would have seen that there's a lot to this program to offer.
All right. So let me try to see if I can. If I can't, I'll let you know, and then
the evidence that
we can continue from there.
Okay.
So I'm unable to do that, but I appreciate the time that you have given me, and I hope it is an inspiration to other SDGs ambassadors and educators. Thank you so much.
All right, thank you so much. Thank you. And that was inspiring, yes. As we a lot of people can see what can come out from this kind of program and the kind of impact that it is making. Thank you so much, Grace, thank you for sharing your experience. Can I have Jabu's Buko to share our experience in just 4 minutes so that we can move on with the program as it is for today? Thank you. Okay, while we wait for Jabu to share experience, we'd have to move on with the program, and which is the, oh, okay.
Hello.
Yes,
Yes.
I can hear you now. I can hear you now.
Okay, thank you so much.
Right.
Thank you so much. As said, I am Jabu Zubugo from Eswatini, an ambassador for Teach4SDGs Cohort 4. I am really honored to share my experience as part of Teach4SDGs Cohort 4. It was a very transformative program for me. It was a very, very, very insightful. The experience of being part of Teach4SDGs has been very insightful for me, and it has provided me with a platform to integrate sustainable development into my instructional objectives. I teach English language, and then I was very able to integrate the SDGs topics in my speaking lessons, whereby my learners were able to sensitize the other learners about SDGs. This broadened my perspective while empowering me to take meaningful action within my teaching practices without necessarily changing the school curriculum. And then also we're able to even make sure that the others in the school join, that is my colleagues, and also the other students where I don't teach, okay? And then as a result, we tried, because I'm in a semi-rural school, we have a lot of land, and because of that, we tried to alleviate poverty. We now have a school garden where we plant vegetables with the students, and then that vegetable garden, we tend it, and then we take the vegetables and then use them in the school kitchen, in the feeding program that is there. Now we no longer buy vegetables, and then if we have surplus, we give them to the students, especially those who are needy amongst the group, and then they have to take those home. And then again, because of the program, because of the information that I've got in the program, we've been able to join hands with other organizations in the country, like the Environmental Authority of Eswatini. So we have a campaign, a cleanup campaign, which we do timely. And then we also sensitize the people in the community. It's not only the students. We go with the students, we have the cleanup campaign, joining hands with this organization, and then we teach even those around, the community members, to keep the environment clean. We tell them why is it important to keep the environment clean, to sort the waste according to its, so that they would know which needs to be recycled, what can be reused. And then they also know now that burning is not good for the environment. So I think with that, we are really, really helping the community, because it's not just only the student, but then we are involving everybody in the community. Yes. And then we intend to do more of these projects, because we are now planning on even recycling what we have. So we've started using the tires that have been used. We want to plant around the school. And then we do have plants that we are tending around the school, and almost everybody know. And then we have a club which keeps on sensitizing the other students around the school. So I think with that, information that I got here, I'm able to incite even the others. Right now, I have 2 of my colleagues who have applied to join the current cohort.
Wow.
Because of the impact that they have seen. So I am very, very grateful of this opportunity that I got. So it really helped me both professionally and even at personal level. So I can assure my colleagues who have just joined.
All right.
Thank you so much.
Yes. Thank you so much for sharing your experience. And I'm so happy that you are not just doing that, you're impacting others and bringing them into the program so that they can also experience how the program is. Thank you so much. We are so grateful. Thank you for imparting the society. Thank you for imparting the students. And thank you for being transformative too, because yes, we need people who are transformative, who are going to adopt this impact and share it to the community. Thank you so much. We are glad to have you share your testimony and your experience. Thank you so much, Dabo Zubuko. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. As we are moving on with the program for today, I would like to have one more person share their experience while we move in just 2 minutes, please, in just 2 minutes, so that we can proceed with today's program. And the person is Tekla Debret from Kenya. So please, let's have you. Tekla Debret, you have the mic. Okay, while we wait for Tekla to share the experience with us on this program, we're moving on to the next program, which is the information section. And this section will be conducted by Mr. Mayo Waonyosho, our program director for AIIDEV Africa. Thank you so much, sir. You have the mic.
Oh, yes, thank you very much today. You know, I've just been enjoying myself here, listening to the amazing testimonials that were shared by our very brilliant educators across Africa. So I want to say it's a good time to be alive, they say, because it seems the impact we are making, we can see right with our own eyes, we can hear them with our own ears. So that is empowering us to do more. And I want to really say it here this very afternoon that it pleases us at AIIDEV Africa to welcome each and every person on this new cohort, you know, to this amazing program. We are glad to have you join us. And just as you've heard it from the previous cohorts, the journey is actually a great one you definitely not regret coming along with us. You know, we have a belief that when we empower one, we empower 1,000. And that's basically the approach we have adopted with the Teach4SDGs program. Of course, we cannot be present at the different locations where you all are settled, but with our impact over this program, we are able to empower you, and you in turn liberate the future minds, and not just the future minds, but also the communities wherein you are, you know, making a lasting impact that continues even after our existence. So once again, it is my delight to congratulate you as you have been shortlisted and selected out of a pool of applicants, you know, I need to assure you and make you understand that at AIIDEV Africa, our applications are always competitive. In fact, we've always received overwhelming applications. You need to see what energy we put into trying to shortlist appropriately. And of course, I tell you that we've always had outstanding and brilliant minds on our programs. But even at that, there's always a targeted number that we can always welcome to each phase of the program. So why am I saying all of this? I'm saying all of this for you to understand that you securing a slot on this program, you know, makes you an outstanding person, a person of special uniqueness, and you know, you're worth all the celebrations that you can have for being a part of this program. You know, I think I would want to say it to you that it is worth it if you go on social media to announce, you know, your onboarding into this program. Right about now, you may not know what you have gotten yourself into, you know, how beautiful it is. But I think before I just go on into the information section proper, Tekla would like to quickly share our own bit of, you know, impact experience with us very shortly. So Tekla, if you can, I quickly want to.
Hello,
Good afternoon.
sir.
Good evening. Good evening.
Sorry,
Can you hear me?
Good evening. Good evening.
Oh, sorry, I came in late because I was driving and I had jam. So, but luckily I'm home now. So,
Okay,
as
okay.
an
Sorry.
alumni of
Sorry. I am going to call your name later. I think we are taking the information section right now. You can wait till the program for a while. Is that fine?
Okay.
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 Okay. Yes, please
Thank
just
you.
repeat.
Yeah, please, yes, just allow her to go on. Please allow her to go on.
Okay, okay. Yes, Tekla, you can share your experience now while we wait for Mr. Maiwa to join us. Thank you.
So, I was saying, as an alumni of Teach4SDGs Cohort 2, I really gained a lot, and especially in regards to capacity building, where it focused more on teaching methodologies. So, like, I'm a university librarian, and actually, from the experience I had, I was able to form an ambassadors program called Knowledge Ambassadors. And these students who were well equipped or educated in regards to digital literacies and information literacies. Well, they were able to actually go out and represent the library in the same. So apart from that, I was engaged in community-related projects. For instance, I was able to plant about 4,000 trees in my community, which now I really see it as a great impact because there is a lot of changes in regards to the environment. In that regard, again, about now advocacies and awareness of educational policies in schools, we were able to go to 3 schools, high schools, secondary schools around where I live, and they got a lot of impacts in terms of following policy sets, and especially in the Kenyan government, and the principals were happy that we're able to advocate for SDGs in high schools, and that's given other chances to can go again and again to do the same. So what I can say in brief is that I really learned a lot during my cohort, right from the presenters, the trainers, the peers, where we were able to connect, and up to now we're still connecting on WhatsApp, and I'm so much grateful here in Kenya. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much, Tekla, for sharing your experience with us. We are so grateful to have you as a past participant of Teach4SDGs. Thank you so much. Mr. Mayowa, we can have you now. So sorry, I think the network did its own work. So yes, we are glad to have you back, sir.
Of course, thank you very much, Yetunde. You know, these are some of the little challenges that we would face sometimes. So, you know, we've listened to beautiful feedbacks from our past cohort participants. And of course, I wouldn't know whether I should say this, that even much better at this particular cohort, maybe when some of the past participants, they get to see what we have in stock for this present cohort, maybe they would wish that they had reapplied. That's how much adjustments that we've made to the program itself. So today we are at the opening ceremony. Of course, bells of marriage and congratulations to each and every one of you once again from the leadership of AIIDEV Africa. And yes, give me 1 minute, please. All right, so thank you very much. So right now we are at the onboarding, as you can see right here. Yeah, and over the next 5-6 weeks like that, would be taking us on advanced SDG workshops. So the beautiful thing about this particular cohort is the fact that beside the very much life sections that you would benefit, which are on very important topics, you'll be learning on the concepts and evolution of sustainable development goals. You'll be learning about embedding sustainability in your learning modules, how to empower your students and their communities with the knowledge and capacity of sustainable development goals. You'll be taking leadership topics, you know, on how to lead several initiatives, meaningful initiatives that within your various communities. So we have curated very suitable topics, you know, for your needs, as we have identified and sampled over the years that have been having this program. Beside the Advanced SDG workshop, which we shall be having on the 14th, 21st, 28th February, 7th and 14th of March 2025, this cohort is also blessed again to be able to enjoy some self-paced learning opportunities. Yeah, it's one of the icing that is added to this cohort's brownie. And you know, through this self-paced learning opportunity, you'll be taking courses on the SDG academic platform, you know, maybe some on the UNESCO UNITA platform, just so that you are very much empowered and, you know, you are enriched with everything that makes you a holistic, sustainable development educator, not just in your school, but within your community. And while all of this is happening, we would introduce the self-paced modules to you by the 17th of February. So it means that simultaneously as you're having the live sections through the workshops, you also have the liberty to enjoy the self-paced modules side by side. And yeah, that would be it for the phase 1 of the program. Basically, at the phase 1, we want to take you on a journey of foundational learning on everything sustainable development, not just sustainable development goals now, but we'll be talking education for sustainable development within Africa. So within that focus now, we'll be looking at empowering you with several skills as green economy, blue economy, circular economy, just as you have seen from the previous cohort participant that shared her testimonial. You could see how she's using the knowledge shared from this program in upcycling and recycling and doing circular economy within our school. And right about now, the free program that we have not charged you anything for here is somehow anyhow her living within our community. And not just that, she's also through this same approach creating employment opportunities and teaching, impacting directly our students with practical skills to make a better economy for themselves within their community. So after the foundational learning stage, now we'll enter the phase 2 of the program, wherein we'll be having a whole lot of interesting activities. Of course, being educators, we all understand that we have different teaching methodologies. We have the playway method, you have the teaching-based method. So because we understand that, just like as in the classroom, that we have several teaching methods, we decided to adopt the same approach that, well, everything will not just be about the, learning, teaching, reading, of everything like that. But even yourself, you engage in practicals that will help you to better hone your leadership skills, not just your leadership skills, help you build communication skills, and help you have a record as an impact maker within your community. So throughout the period of the 17th of March to 17th of May, which is about 2 months there, you would engage on your activation project, which we call the Green School Initiatives. So what happens at the Green School Initiative? For some of you, you may decide that you want to take your learning experience, you want to take it into school, maybe in your school and maybe beyond your school. The last person that we had the testimonial from now made you understand that she did 3 schools. So you can do as many schools as you have the strength, all right? So with this now, we expect that throughout that period of 17th March, 17th May, you embark on the Green School Initiative. This could be a tree planting approach. It could be a school gardening approach. It could be, SDGs, literacy kind of approach. You may decide, on whatever approach it is. But one good thing is that you have to embark on this activation project. So you define what is suitable to your community, to your school or your environment, out of the multiple options that you have on which exactly you're going to be doing. So just know and understand that you have about enough options to pick from. And not just only that, while that is also happening, between the 1st of April to the 17th of May, now this is an interesting part of it, which I know would definitely, many of you would love. We want that within your schools, you establish SDG clubs. Of course, I know you don't want to keep all the learnings to yourself. Maybe right about now, some of you may not even know that we have 17 sustainable development goals, right? But by the end of this program, you would readily be informed about the sustainable development goals that we have, how many targets that we have there. And, these are some of the little things you can use in equipping your students so that they have the understanding and foundational elements of global development, global sustainable development. All right. So we want you in your school to establish SDG clubs where you would mentor your students, you train them, expose them to the sustainable development goals, and turn them to eco innovators within your school. We want you to have eco champions within your school. So by the time you are submitting your report, we want to be able to see what your students under your guidance and your mentorship, what they've been able to achieve. And by the 1st to the 18th of May, we'll be having our SDG showcase and documentation. So at that time, what will happen is just like the one you saw the other time, for wherein we were able to see the hand skills and crafts that they were able to make through the application of the learnings of this program. We want to see the same from you who are just being admitted into this program now. So you also do the similar showcase of your SDGs. And not only that, another thing that we want to see is that you will upload your activation project and your SDG assignment. You upload them. It may not be on social media, any platform of your choice. You may decide to do Facebook. You may decide to do LinkedIn. You may decide to do Twitter, X, anyone that is of your choice. So we will expect that you do that. And when you do that now, you will attach the link to your publication, wherever you have posted it to. So you will attach that link to your report. So we'll be expecting that by the 18th of May 2025, you are submitting your activation report. And what will be contained in your activation report? In your activation report now, you are making us see where you have gone to, how many students you've impacted, what are the feedbacks from the outreach. You attach to it picture evidences, and not just that, your documentation on whatever platform you have uploaded, this outreach and activation impacts assignment, you attach the report, you attach that link into the report to be submitted by the 18th of May 2025. And while that is ongoing, we have come to another juicy aspect of the program, which will now be the phase 3. However, permit me to say something before we launch into the phase 3. After your phase 1, there is going to be an evaluation and assessment. So you pay attention to the date, 15th of March 2025. The time for the assessment is going to be communicated to you by our officials. And, I would implore you that for any reason, it is ideal that you try as much as possible to not miss this date, because this will determine whether you proceed to phase 2 or not. So while the knowledge evaluation and assessment that we have on the 15th of March 2025 is a determinant of your progression into phase 2, the submission of your SDGs activation report by the 18th of May 2025 will be a determinant of your progression into the phase 3, which is the SDG Literacy Challenge. This is where it gets interesting. So for the SDGs Literacy Challenge, do not forget that we've asked you to create an SDG club in your school. And maybe some of you may want to ask that, yeah, we have an SDG club in my school already. If it is not active, we want you to revive it. You have to bring life back into that club. Let us know that that club is vibrant and, ready for impact. So by the phase 3 now, when we come on to the SDG Literacy Challenge, so this will be for both the educators and their students. So it will now be yourself now and your SDG club. So what will happen here is that there will be a call for application and entry submission call. When we call for entries, now for your students now, their call for entries may be in submission of essays, all right? You may ask them to just dwell on a particular topic that touches on sustainable development in Africa, or maybe we may ask them to evaluate the potency of a particular sustainable development goal as a driver or a potential for achieving sustainable development in Africa. Depending on the category, we would know how well to give you a suitable topic for their consideration. And beyond that, for you who are now the educators now, we may ask you to embark on maybe a kind of a social media advocacy. Maybe you would do about a 21 days, sustainable development goal drive on your Instagram, on your LinkedIn, on your Twitter, on your Facebook, or we may just ask you to do a kind of a 21 days education challenge, wherein you can decide to create different content that resonates with your SDG of interest or whatever that interests you that you have learned about in the course of the program. So between the 20th to 25th of May 2025, we'll screen your entries for you to know which ones merit and beat the requirements of the literacy challenge, and notify you by the 26th of May those who their entries are valued being a top educator and learning. And by the 29th of May, we will enter into the challenge proper. We have the round 1. By the 12th of June 2025, we have the round 2. And by the 20th of June 2025, we have the grand finale of the SDG Literacy Challenge. And by the same day, just after the merriment of the, maybe the grand finale now, we'd, have your graduation ceremony side by side. So this is the beautiful program proposition that we have for you in this program, in this period that you'll be sharing with us. Of course, I love to believe that we are excited already at what we want to dive into together. But however, it may be certain that some of you still have some questions or need further clarity with some of the dates or maybe the targets under maybe the next 5 minutes thereabout. Let's do about 3 questions. So if you have any question, you can just drop it and we attend to your questions right now. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you so much, Mr. Mayowa, for giving us the information that we need on this program. And I hope every one of us has actually taken 1 or 2 things and taking the most important aspect of this program with us, as it is an impactful one. And you can see that there is a lot of things that we need to put in place to make sure we are part of this program. So I'm still expecting some questions so that Mr. Mayowa can attend to them before we allow him to rest for the day.
And of course, it's possible that there are no questions. Of course, you remember these are educators here, and educators are bright people, very bright minds.
Yeah,
So
they're intellectuals.
They could have.
I agree with you, sir.
So if there are no questions also, we can just wrap it up from here. And I believe that the explanations are comprehensive enough for their understanding. And if there be other areas of need, we are always open to be easily accessible. They can reach out to us via the platform. We attend to the questions from there. So I want to believe it's just the educators thing that is working this evening.
Yes, I agree with you, sir. And yes, that is sign that we have a lot of educators on the platform. We are waiting to see how beautiful you can make more impact. Yes, let's have you, sir, Mr. Femi.
Yes, Mr. Mayor, someone is asking for the timeline of the program. Maybe you can quickly respond to that.
For the what?
The program timeline, if they can have it.
Oh, fantastic. Yes. Truthfully, God willing, latest by this weekend, the program timeline is going to be shared with each and every one of them. Yeah, we agree to that. They will have the program timeline definitely.
All right, thank you so much, Mr. Mayowa. So as Mr. Mayowa said, you will all get the program timeline and how the program will go by the weekend. So I'm happy to be here today because I have beautiful people, teachers, educators, impact makers, change makers, yes, in this program today. So it's very nice to meet you all, and I'm waiting to see how beautiful you can make this impact, how transformative you want to make the community to look like. So it's glad to have you all on this call this evening or afternoon, wherever you are. Yes, thank you so much. And okay, I want.
Before
All right.
I think because they really do not have the timeline yet, it is proper that I make them understand when next we are meeting. So the program starts from now, and we are working on the schedule already. So our next meeting date is the 14th. The 14th. That's about in 2 days, right? So please, let's get to be aware. And of course, I think I can assure you that you have our email communications to that effect. So please prepare at about the same time on the 14th. We shall be meeting again. That's when you start the workshop series. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much, Mr. Mayowa. Thank you so much. Okay. As we have gotten the communication that the next meeting or the next call will be on this Friday. So please let's prepare and join the call, as we will all be getting notification about the next meeting for Friday. So thank you everyone for joining this call, and please do also follow us on all our social media handles. We are on Instagram, we are on X, we are on Facebook and LinkedIn. So try to check for AIIDEV Africa and follow us and engage with content and whatever it is that we are putting on the social media for impact, please. So thank you so much once again, and congratulations to everyone on this program, and do have a wonderful day. My name again is Yetunde, and I'm the program associate for AIIDEV Africa. Do have a wonderful day ahead, everyone. Bye.